All right, Johnny, we get a lot of questions in terms of how to set up a boat. So let's walk through some of the fundamentals. Now, this is a Mastercraft. There are some things that are unique to it, but there's also some general principles. What year Mastercraft is this?
This is 2016 X23.
X23?
So yeah.
Okay, let's check out, we have this wave really dialed. Let's check out a few of the settings that you need and also what we do with the weighting in the boat.
Okay.
Even when you have something that comes out of the factory, you still want to add some extra weight to it. So let's see what we do here.
Okay, here we go. Mastercraft X23 2016. Great boat for surfing, for foiling, for just about anything you want to do. But I've kind of tweaked it a little bit just to get a better wave and make it a little easier to operate. So I'll kind of walk you through what I have going on. First of all, I like to carry solid ballast. These are little steel shot bags. They're 50 pounds each. Nice thing about these is you can move them around, not too heavy, and you can shift them where you want them in the boat. So I have 4 here that I like to move around. But then additionally, I have 2 down here on this side and 2 on this side. I found that the boat likes the weight near the tower, seems to keep it more consistent. You can move around the movable bags, that's pretty easy. But I have 2 here, 2 here, keep it even. And then I have 2 underneath the rear ballast here. So I'll put 2 in that compartment, 2 in this compartment. So it's pretty much even weighting all around. That gets the boat to sit a little deeper in the water, and I find that it produces a little better wave.
And where did you get the bean bags, and how expensive are they?
Oh, that's a good question. I got these from wakeballast.com, ordered them. I can't remember how much they cost.
All right, I'll look it up.
You can look it up. The shipping was kind of funny because they're small enough to fit in a standard shipping box that you can get from UPS, but they're not real happy with you when you show up to pick up your 500 pounds of ballast. So, pretty funny.
Now the nice thing, because we run a Malibu where we put 3 blocks in, right?
Sure.
And what I've found is like filling those up with water, draining them, is kind of a pain. These seem really simple in terms of convenience.
Yeah, they're really simple, easy to move around. The bad news is it's solid ballast, so you kind of have to be a little bit careful. You don't want to overweight the boat, and if you do take on water, you're pretty much going to the bottom with your ballast. So, that's its pros and cons.
All right, let's check the settings.
Okay.
So one of the first things we did when John got this boat is we went through the settings and we surfed behind it. We looked at a bunch of different profiles. Then eventually we named the ones that we thought that were the best, right?
Yeah. Out of the factory, it comes with surf right mellow, surf right steep, surf left mellow, surf left steep, wakeboard, standard kind of settings that they've programmed into the boat. We've tweaked them a little bit and kind of found settings that we like to use. We're mostly surfing this boat on the right. But basically what I've done is I've programmed in this boat. It's easy to program in your settings. And so as you can see here, PL 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. These are all left waves. And what I've done is I basically set my right surf tab to those various degrees. So 30, 40, 50. What I've found is the less tab you have, the steeper the wave. More tab you have, you get a little more push. So it depends on what you want to do, how many people you have in the boat. But I like to keep those settings programmed in because it's easy just to flip between them.
And we can flip between those while you're surfing.
Yeah, while you're surfing, you can flip between any of the settings. You can move the wave from one side to the other, even with the rider on there. So it's really easy. Basically, you'll have your boat pretty much center weighted, your ballast full, and then you can move those settings around. Now, to get a bigger wave, get a little more push, of course, you know, you want to overweight to one side or the other, you have a lot of people in here, or your heavier friends, put them on that side, put them in the back, and it'll make the wave a little bigger.
Yeah, and what we found with the steep wave, it's fun. That's a nice one to jump, more advanced surfing, and then sometimes we'll elongate it, make a longer, more gentle wave for people who are a little bit new to the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of just depends on what people want to do, what kind of board they're riding. Foiling, I found that at least in the beginning, it's easier to have a mellower wave. It has plenty of push to get that foil going without the rope, but you're not intimidated. You don't have this big wall that you're trying to negotiate. So, yeah, this boat's great. Variety of different waves. Just like any boat, it's fun to play around with them. Different boards, different things that you're riding behind it, and different waves make for a lot of variety. So
cool.
There you go.
This was for the Mastercraft. You know, we use the same principles for the Malibu. You know, regardless of the boat that you have, these are going to be the same things that you're typically going to want to do. If you want us to come join you one day, we'll help you set up your boat. We'll surf with you, show you a couple tips and tricks. Just let us know if you're in the Seattle area, of course. We really appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you out on the water. Later.